Hi, this is Julia. I'm coming to you from Gothenburg. Yes, Gothenburg, my new home. Oh, he fell down. As far as I don't have cats, I brought my minion with me. And as you can see here, I got my first postcard. Gothenburg is my dream. As you know, I moved here because of fulfilling this dream, and yeah, now I'm here, and it's, oh my gosh, it's so overwhelming. I can't describe how friendly everyone is and how warm I've been welcomed, and yeah, it was simply wonderful.
Have a lot to show you, and maybe you will hear some noise in the background. I'm really sorry, that's my cat. She is sleeping here and purring, and I'm not able to put her away, so I'm sorry if you hear it, or that's her. She's quite loud. Yeah. First thing I want to tell you a little bit why I'm podcasting. Julia talked about her reasons in the first episode. One main reason is that we are doing this together to share our projects, also if we are abroad, so far away from each other, and still have something that we can do together and talk about. I'm knitting since forever. Like, I was in school about when I was 8 years old or something like that. I started knitting, or I learned how to knit. I was more crocheting than knitting at the time as a child, and also when I was young I was crocheting all the time, a thing I really used to do a lot. And I started knitting again about 10 years ago, and I knitted cardigans and also hats, a lot of hats, mittens and stuff like that. I liked it a lot, but my problem is that I'm kind of really sensitive. I have a sensitive skin, and I can't wear wool on my skin. So that's why for me knitting was not that much fulfilling, and I had not that much fun with the yarn because I can't wear it. Yeah, and in October, this was the first time I come across with hand-dyed yarn, and the thing became special again. Knitting became special again and awesome again, and I found new fibers for me, like yak and silk. Cashmere I already knew, but cashmere is really expensive, and I used new fibers for me and also hand-dyed yarn, so I became kind of a yarn snob, but of so many reasons, mostly because I have a sensitive skin. Yeah. That's when I started knitting and became kind of addicted to it. It's just since October, and I have a growing stash since then. I love it, and it makes so much fun.
I have to show a few things. First, I have a finished object. You won't believe it. I made these socks. They're looking a little bit weird because they're looking so long, but they fit. I don't know why, but they fit, so everything's good. I've made them out of sash yarn, and there's not much left yet. The greenish one is a misfit mini, I guess, from Fadenbund, which dyed the exploration station for me, as the yarn for the exploration station. And this brownish one is what has been left of my owly socks from the Dusty Dimples. Yeah, and there are my socks. Whoa! Don't look much decorative. I think I am gonna have some sock blockers in the near future. Yeah. That's 4 finished objects. And now I guess we're going to have a knit switch.
To my finished object. I showed you a brim last time, and today I have a finished object, not yet blocked. I wanted to show you these awesome sock blockers by Yarn Shop on Etsy. We will have the link in the show notes. I love it. There are Stegosaurus on them. Yeah, they're great. And why I ordered at her shop is because my husband has very tall feet and I couldn't find sock blockers in his size, but in her shop. So that's why I ordered from her. And I love them, and she has really fun designs and fun colors, and it's really fast. So can highly recommend her shop. So to my socks. If you can remember, these are the socks. I show you the design. The design is called Mexican Water Lattice Socks by Linda Jo Park. It's a free pattern design. And the yarn is again a Nora George yarn. 75% merino, 20% nylon and 5% golden stellina. It's the colorway for Private Drive. So also a Harry Potter colorway. So my first Harry Potter colorway for socks. Sorry. Excuse me. And yes, about the yarn. The yarn is awesome. Why? I started knitting the socks with 60 stitches because when I'm knitting socks with 2.5 millimeter needles, I need about 60 stitches for a European 38 foot size. The pattern asked for 72 stitches and I was thinking, no, 72 is just too much. 60 stitches were too tight because of the pattern. I'll show you again. You have just yarn floats over the socks, and if you pulling them too tight, then the sock's getting too tight, so 60 stitches were just too less for this kind of pattern. It's a very easy knit. So I started first time, I frocked the whole sock again, so it was just like this much. I started the second time with 72 stitches. That was too much, it was too loose. So I frocked it again and started over again with 60 stitches for the brim. So I made a 2x2 cuff and then increased 6 stitches. So I had 66 stitches for the pattern in the end, and now they are fitting. They're not blocked yet, but they are fitting. I get them over my foot quite good. Made a heel flap and gusset with a slip stitch, and around the toe I call it the Lana Grossa toe because I think I did something wrong with the I'm not sure with the toe. But if you're looking for Lana Grossa sock advices or patterns, you find the basic Lana Grossa sheet with all the needle sizes and how many stitches you need and how many rows and increases and decreases and everything, and it's a free pattern. Maybe we'll find the link and put it on the show notes. And that's the toe I normally do. That's quite good working for my foot. Yes. Why is the yarn awesome? Because I frocked the sock 2 times and it didn't matter at all. It was the first time it wasn't even curling a lot. So I really love the yarn. It was awesome to knit. It was so much fun. I have to show you again. I love the pink and yellowish and brown and orange sparkles that just pop up while you're knitting. It's really fun to knit. So my finished object is just great. Sock blockers I already told you. There's not much more what I have to show you. Join and knit along. I will put this one in my box of socks. So I have the May socks finished and started already that's my June socks finished and already started my July socks, so I'm still in time for the box of socks. Don't have to catch up a lot, and I'm thinking about knitting the next things. Already ordered some yarn for the Slice of Light because I want to join this knit along too. Susu Knits Against Cancer, and the Slice of Light is partly supporting organization for research, for cancer research. It's something I want to join, I want to knit along, and already are at the yarn and waiting for it right now. It's hopefully coming next week and I can show you next time. It's from an Austrian indie dyer. Rock Sheep is her name. You can also find her on Etsy, but when I have the yarn I will show it to you and we'll talk about it a little bit more. Join our knit along. I already said it about 3 times, I think.
Hello again. Here we are again in Gothenburg, where I am living now, and yeah, there are some work in progress, maybe some as one. I started, which is living in the beautiful bag from Sissi. I started today, I almost can't believe it, with my hoodie shawl cardigan from Susanne Sommer, So Knit. And there is the first start of, yeah, the triangular. You don't see much, but there it is. It's knitted so far in 2 colors from Fru Warburg yarn. It's a Swedish hand-dyed yarn. I can show you one of the bands. And yeah, this is her merino swirl base. And there is gonna be the 3rd color, which is on a merino tweedy base. You may see that there are some speckles in it. It's the colorway, it's called Ice Mint. And the other colors are Ash and Fog. So here they are. And why they are so beautifully caked up, you know, to whom I have to thank. Sissi! Yeah, Sissi sent me yesterday 2 care packages, the first and the second. And the second is the thing on which my MacBook now stands to film, because yeah, it has the best height to do that. Height, I guess it's spelled height. So yeah, there's my hoodie shawl cardigan from Susanne Sommer. And yeah, that's from Work in Progress. And here's again Knit Switch.
I talked about the works in progress last time, and you saw one. The first one was my cage pullover that was already finished. Today I show you a work in progress. Cage pullover again. It's a lot longer now, maybe you can see it. The construction is really great. That's the back part. You put it like that. Oopsie. Then it will come to the front. These parts will come to the front. So like that. And I have to knit the front and then I will sew it together. I love the construction. It was also the second time I easy knit. Now you can see I have a little stitch marker here. I think you can see it. There I put about 15 centimeters more. I just knitted 15 centimeters more, so about 4 inches more, 6 inches more. In the bottom part of the back, I will do the same with the front. And then I hope it will fit again. The cage design is by, I have to look at my show notes, I'm sorry, Kristen Johnston. I knitted this out of Sandnes Tin Linen. It's 50% cotton, 33% viscose, and that's not right, 16% linen. 17% linen, something like that. I have every details how I adjusted it on my project page also. You can find me on Ravelry as Trochilita and also on Instagram as Trochilita. Nearly forgot that. And I will post everything there to my project, so if you wanna look the informations up again, just go there to my project pages. Yes, I love this one. It's very soft, it's very light, it's perfect for the summer, so I hope I will finish it next week or something like that, and I have a finished object the next time I will record with this pullover. I'm I'm using my my Jagu needles for this yarn, 3.5 millimeters. I'm using this one because the linen yarn is very splittering, and the Jagus are just perfect for that. They are smooth, they're very pointy, but not too pointy, and they have a very smooth cable and needle edge, so the yarn does not get caught that often on a needle, and that's quite perfect. So I recommend Jagus for, or maybe High or something like that. I love to knit with wooden needles. I like it much more, but my knit pros, the cable of my knit pros are just too not smooth enough. So that's why I'm knitting with these needles. So, not for you. The second work in progress is for my knit along, the Shisui shrug. Yay! If you don't know already everything about our knit along, I just sum it up. We're doing a knit along on Instagram and Ravelry. It's called the Susukal 2018. So we're using also this hashtag, and we are knitting designs by Susanne Sommer, also known as Sosu Knits, on Instagram and Ravelry. And the idea is that you knit till September, from now till September, any design of her cardigans, or any of her cardigan designs, or a bigger shawl design, at least 3 skeins of yarn, and join the knit along. And there will be prizes, and I will talk about them today too. First of all, I show you my Shisui shrug, how far I am. It's living in my self-made project bag with my matching needle cozy. I love needle cozies. Needle cozies are a must and the best. So, first the yarn. I talked about it, I hadn't had it last time. It's Nora George yarn, and the colors Mermaid and Mr. Weasley's Board Anglia, so Harry Potter colorway, and it's on an MCN base, so merino cashmere nylon 80-10-10. It's really squishy, it's really soft. I love the mermaid color, how the different neons and pinks pop out. It's really great in the cake, and it's really beautiful knitted up. So this is the front of the Shisui shrug. I'm just at the second section where the parts for the sleeves, also the increases for the sleeves are starting here, and the cable is still too short, but I think you can see it. Wait a second, like that. So, and it's the wrong side again. That's the front. So I decided to make Ford Anglia as my main color because it's not so, you can say maybe loud. It's not so loud. It's not so I just don't know the word now. It's a little bit smoother than the mermaid color. I love the mermaid. It's great when you see that's the other side. You can wear it from inside out too, because it's mainly brioche and garter stitch. So there is the brioche section. There you have the garter stitch sections with the holes. Here again a brioche section. I just put it a little bit closer. Garter stitch with those, yeah. And it's really soft, and I love it. I love how it's knitting up. It's really intuitive. It's quite easy. I just made one mistake and I'm not knitting back at all because you can't see it at all. If I show you, you can see it. Maybe you can see that. I just lost about somewhere here. There. I lost the yarn over, and yeah, you can see it on the right. That's the right side. You can see it at all, and so I didn't care and it didn't knit back. It's really easy to knit. Susanne made a YouTube tutorial how to start a Sissi shrug, and I started with the tutorial. I just watched it 2 times and then I knitted I knitted with her along, and that was it. It was really, for me it was really easy, it was really intuitive, and I love the design, I love the pattern, I love the yarn, it's so squishy and it's just great. I'm knitting with, let me look, 4mm Knit Pro adjustable needles. I love them. For this yarn they are really perfect, they're working really great. Also, if the edge of the cable and the needles are not that smooth, but for this yarn it doesn't matter that much. And I love to knit with wooden needles, and for me it has to be colorful needles, so that's why I'm knitting with Symphony Knit Pros. Yeah, that's my work in progress on the Sissi shrug and the knit along, and there's nothing more to say but that it's really a great pattern, and I had a lot of fun till now. I have a lot of fun knitting it, so I'm looking forward to have the finished object soon, but it will take some time, I think. Till September I will be finished, for sure. That's my second work in progress. Put it away at the top. And third one, I started a pair of socks again, because I always have a pair of socks on the needles. Maybe you know that. Maybe you're kind of the same person, knitting always socks on the side. Maybe you're kind of a vanilla sock knitter. I am not a vanilla sock knitter, because for me stockinette is just not that much fun. And I'm in the same position as last time. I just have a brim. I don't have much. Yeah, you can't see anything like that now. It's really not much. Yeah, just a brim. And this pattern, I'm mixing ideas of myself with already existing pattern. It's the Dragon's Egg socks by Anne Podlesack. I hope I say that correctly. You find it in the Harry Potter collection, the Harry Potter knits. It was a journal or a magazine. You can still get this one, and there are just patterns that are Harry Potter related, and this pattern is called Harry Potter Dragon's Egg socks, and I'm calling them the snitch socks. So if you go to my Ravelry site, to my project site, you will find them as snitch socks. I knit them out of Wunderbund's golden Sheila's Gold, sorry, Wunderbund's Sheila's Gold. It's Austrian indie dyer, so it's just a bright yellow, and mixing it up with some of the minis I have, and there's Selena in it. So because I'm knitting snitch socks, there has to be glitter in the wings, so yellow or gold and white for these snitch socks. And they are also living in one of my self-made project bags. I have to show you the fabric. I love it. Peacocks everywhere. They're just great. They're so beautiful. And if you like to join our knit along, one of these fabulous project bags will be a prize. I will make a big project bag, so for sweater quantities, for sweater size. Also, you can put a blanket in there, because the size they are really huge, the project bags. And I will make one with this fabric, with this design. So this is the prize to come. I don't have it now, but I will have it. That's my third work in progress. I'm knitting with DP ends 2.5 millimeters, also Symphony, Knit Pro Symphony. I love them a lot. I'm kind of what comes in handy, needles with type of knitter with needles on socks. I don't care if it's magic loop or if I'm knitting with DPNs. I prefer the woolen needles because of I'm knitting quite, I think I have a high tension and my hands start to hurt sometimes, and then the wooden needles are better for me. So that's why I'm also alternating between magic loop and DPNs. I hope I didn't forget anything. That was for my 3 work in progress.
And the last thing from Gothenburg, Gothenburg are stash acquisitions. The first box I received from Sissi yesterday contained a lot of yarn from me. I almost couldn't believe it. She sent me my yarn for my slides of light because I'm going to knit the slides of light, also from Susanne Sommer, and she sent me the yarn for it. It's a rock sheep yarn. I love it. There it is. At the moment it is living in my llama bag from Girl So Sheepy, but I don't know if it's going to stay there. There it is! Look! It's color! It's color! I couldn't believe it when I saw it. My gosh! There is the rock sheep! And it's wonderful because it's the colorways Patina and Bienenstock, which means beehive in I would say Swedish, but no, it's English. I got so mixed up with all the spraken speech. Oh my gosh, I'm not good at the moment. And today I bought the fluff for it, and the fluff is also orange. And I was in a Swedish yarn store where they had Swedish yarn, and I bought kit mohair from Prestigio, made in Italy. Yes, Italian yarn. So it's wonderful because this Slides of Light is going to be knitted in Sweden with Austrian and Italian yarn. So it's multicultural. I love it. And yeah, the next stash acquisition is another yarn which Sissi sent me, which lives in this wonderful house with hats bag. She is the most lovely person I ever met. She made so much for me. She sent me 2 boxes with lots of things that would remind me of Vienna and of all my friends, and yeah, some care packages if I don't have enough marmalade. There is marmalade from the mother of another wonderful friend I have, and some mug or 2 mugs to drink tea, and yeah, everything. There's almost everything. I don't know how I would have survived if I didn't get these packages. So yeah, there, look, the sun, and the sun is rising, and another rising ball. It's a strawberry ball. It's from Wollewien, and it's hand-dyed sock yarn, and the colorway has no name, I guess, but we all think this is called strawberry because when it was skeined, it had a wonderful color from red to white to green, like the strawberries have when they are, yeah, fit to eat, ready to eat. So yeah, And this is gonna be a pair of socks, or maybe 2 pairs, I don't know yet, because I don't want to make the cuff and the heels in other colors, because I love this colorway, and I don't think I will find a yarn which matches so perfectly like these 3 colors match. And of course there's a knitted hosey, and it's fitting perfectly. There's the head. I'm so grateful, Sissi. I can't tell how much I love you. It's just that. It's wonderful. You're making so much effort for me, and I simply can't repay it, but I hope I will someday. And yeah, so another acquisition, and the most important acquisition I got is, you may guess, my bubble head is here! There it is, my bubble head. She put it in the box, and it was wonderful to find it in the box. And although it's very hot in here, you see I'm not really presentable at the moment, but I guess there won't be any time in the next few days, so I thought recording would be a good idea, or a bad idea, or it doesn't matter. So yeah, my bubble head, I have to take it off because it's far too hot, and now I have it's called Sturmfrisur in German, like I've been through a hurricane. So yeah, my bubble head, not knitted by me, knitted by my very best friend Sissi, and it's now here and it's mine. Yeah, that was the shortest update I could give to you from my stay in Gothenburg, and there is going to be a little review after the next knit switch. It's review time. I told you in the first episode that I wanted to visit some yarn stores in Gothenburg in Sweden, and I visited one the last 2 days, and it's called Deisy Design, like the daisies but written otherwise, and yeah, it's a beautiful, cozy, small yarn store with everything the heart is needing. She sells mostly drops yarn, but she has also some Swedish yarn from what's the word? I forgot. Öland is the region, and it's wonderful thick, and she has also zippers, and she has buttons. So if you want to make something, then you can go to her shop and find everything you need for making something. And she sells mostly knit pro needles, and today I found out there are existing some carbons in 1mm needles. I didn't see such thing before, but I haven't seen is the right pronunciation. I haven't seen such thing before, but they were looking so funny because they're so thin, and I thought they would break when I look at them, but yeah, they exist. So she told me they're mostly used for lace knitting, but yeah, I can't imagine to knit such thin material with such thin needles, but yeah, everyone does how he or she does and wants. That's important. I made a little video of this shop, which is going to be inserted here. So you can have a little tour through the shop, and it's wonderful. I'm saying goodbye for now because first I'm very exhausted from the first week in Sweden because there were so much errands to run and other things to do. And second, there is going to be a little unpacking my first package from Sissi at the end of the episode, so that you can see half of the wonderful things she got for me and presented me. And yeah, so goodbye and happy knitting!
I hope you liked our first 3 episodes and you will come again. If you have some recommendations or just some advice for us or maybe questions, just put them down there on the comments or ask away on Ravelry. That would be great. Just join our Ravelry group Knitting Abroad. There you can also find the show notes and you can ask us any questions to the podcast. That would be great. Or maybe to our knittings if you forgot something to mention, if something was unclear. For me, I'm not a native speaker. You already noticed that for sure. I'm not native English speaker, but I'm doing my best, and I hope you can understand everything quite well. So if you have any questions, please just ask away to the podcast and join our group so we can have a little chat, can get to know you better, and so you can get to know us also a little bit better. So that was it for today. I wish you a nice week and happy knitting. Bye.
So this is the great unpacking of box number 1. My best friend Sissi sent me to my new home in Gothenburg. So yeah, I don't know how she does this, but she always gets the best cards. The shortest way to be to yourself is around the world. Yeah, not around the world, but yeah, I traveled to Gothenburg to find, yeah, some details about me. So, next thing. Funny thing, there is not much light, but I can change this because I only have one window in my new room. Yeah, she got me a wool winder, which is the funny fact that I was today in a yarn store and asked if they could get me some because they didn't have some. And she said, yeah, I would call my sales person and ask if he could do this. So yeah, I don't have to get it anymore because now there is it. I don't know how she makes this. Yeah, she is a little bit crazy, I think, because she always gives me some wonderful presents. Yeah. Next. Yesterday I've been to IKEA to get me some towels and the most important stuff, but yeah, now I can go to IKEA and yeah, get some fun stuff and not so much important things, because yeah, she's supporting me, and yeah, I think she's crazy, because that's far too much that she's presenting me with. Yeah, next thing. Oh, there are all the presents in box number 1, which has a wonderful cactus on it, and I will show you later. So this will be the next thing I'm unpacking, and this. So I'll put it in the sun so you can see. Wonderful. There always be a slice of light. Yes, she's referring to the So Needs the Long Cancer call, because I wanted to knit some slice of light, and there it is. She gifted me the pattern, and she gifted me some wool, I guess. So I won't unpack it now, because I will do it in some privacy. And yeah, the next thing is about that. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I will open it now. It seems like a bottle of something, and it made it says guter Stoff ist teuer. I don't know what it means. It means that the good stuff is important. And oh my gosh, I need it. I'm taking it. Where is the opening? What is this? Ah, wonderful! It's gin. Premium Austrian quality vintage distilled dry gin. Oh, that's wonderful, because yeah, we love gin tonic in detail. So yay! Alcohol. No, I'm not an alcoholic. So the next drink me, I don't know what this is, because it is small. Oh yeah, it's hot chocolate, I guess. Yay! No, it's tea. Wonderful. Green tea. Today I drank green tea at the spa. It was wonderful. So yeah, that's wonderful. Oh, wonderful. Real tea, so with leaves and all the things. Yeah, wonderful. And this must be a mug regarding the form. My mug. At roommate. So yeah, I'm packing the mug. Wonderful Vienna mug to remind me where I come from. Yeah, so I really think they won't take my mug. Yeah, and oh, there's another. Oh, white peach tea. Wonderful. Sissi, you're so lovely. Peach tea, green tea, wonderful tea. And honey! It's honey, and I guess it's from. Yeah, it's from our colleague. He is a I forgot the word in English. He makes honey. No, not he, but his bees, and he's an imker. I don't know how to word. Wonderful. The right thing, the best thing is his honey, and yeah. So because we're always doing jigsaw puzzles together, there is sometimes it's hard to build a new home. Yes, and the minions. Wonderful. I like the minions, and now I guess would I be able to do this because it's for 5+, and I'm yeah okay. I think I will manage it. So oh, wonderful. Sissi, you're so wonderful. That's far the right thing to see. Good friends are like stars if you don't always need to see them, but you know they are always there. So I guess I'm crying now because yeah, Sissi's not here, but she's well, I love her very much because yeah, she's my best friend, and yeah, she cares for me and she does everything for me, and now she sends me these packages, and whew, yeah, and I guess if I can guess, I think I know what this is gonna be. So unpacking it. Yes, it is what I thought it would be. It is a new project bag, and it's for me, and it's with owls with hats, and it's wonderful because it's 4 socks, and if you see it there, owls with hats. I love it. And there, oh, on the inside, oh my god, a needle cozy. Oh my god, and she got a new wonderful, it says 25% sweat, 25% blood, 25% tears, and 25% love. Oh my god, I'm so grateful. She's the very best, and yeah, I think I'm gonna cry now, so I'm putting off the camera and yeah, get a little settled now. Thank you very much, Sissi. You're the very best, and yeah, I don't know what I would do without you.